have a work in progress process, but we're using sage green from Dixie Belle and painting this dresser, which we're gonna do one of the IOD transfers on, and had to do some repairs with it. So this is just one coat, so beautiful coverage on that. If we get up close, you'll see it's a scratch coat, so there's another coat will really make it pop. You can see that, but that's okay. That's what your first coat looks like. And I also have to go back here and use some of our Dixie Belle mud, and down at the bottom have to do some sanding because it was a veneer piece. So it's a solid but yet inexpensive dresser, so we're gonna take it to the next level. Remove the hardware, and I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that, but to do the transfer definitely needed to have it off. Here's one of the drawers that was compromised in the corner, so what I've done is added tape to it, and I'm building it up, and I'll have to let it dry thoroughly so that I can sand it then. One of the nice things too, I decided I'm gonna make sure my workspace now is fully equipped. So I have my dresser on wheels now, and I have a heat gun that I'm going to use to speed up the process drying the mud, and now my stool so I can get nice and low so I can work at an eye level on my projects. So I'm going to keep you updated as to the progress on this dresser, which I think is going to be a beauty. And I also think that I just chose the color from my kitchen cabinets. Didn't realize how much I love this color. Okay, so I'll be back. The drawer was missing a corner. So what I did was use hot glue, and I poured it over a good corner using some tape to support the edges and let it set up, and this made a nice new corner. Now I tried it against my corner that was out, and I held it in line with it, and then I used a Sharpie to trace the bottom. So now I'm going to use a tool from Harbor Freight. This is all experimental, but I'm going to see if I can grind down my casting. I used amazing casting resin to get the corner piece to fit. Okay, so I'm about to apply a transfer to the front of this dresser, and this is an IOD transfer, and the piece is painted in dried sage. I called it sage green earlier, but dried sage, and it's really a pretty color. And like I said, I think I might paint my kitchen cabinets in it. But I have repaired the top drawer, which you can't see right now, but it's being repaired. But the transfer actually fits right down on the bottom of the dresser, so we don't need to wait for it to dry. It's on a sheet, but we're going to be removing it, but I'm just trying it on for size right now, just to see how it's going to fit, and it looks like it's going to be a perfect fit from drawer to drawer. So, and fitting starting at the bottom drawer. So yeah, this is awesome. So I'm going to remove the paper, and I'm going to be very careful not to fold it over on itself. So once you make that contact, the paint really on the transfer really wants to start to adhere. So I'm going to try to use these lines and line this up, and I want to come over here where there is no paint and see. I think that's perfect. I'm going to smooth it down here over these comes with a tool for you to apply it with. So this is the container that it comes in, the cylinder, and it comes with this tool. Now I'm just going to set this up here a second before I start, and I'm going to use a little bit of tape and just secure that on there. Now that you can see that part, but I'm going to put some over here where you can see it, and on the other side, just to hold it in place. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tool and just start rubbing. I'll do it where you can see it. All we do is just rub over the design. And then if you get a little bubble going, like an air bubble, it's good to take advantage of that and do what we call ride the wave, because that just takes that transfer right off of there. Had one going, and then it's kind of around the curve of the drawer, so we'll come back to that detail. It's happening here too. So all we want to do is transfer off that paint onto the surface of the furniture and off of the plastic. Takes a lot of rubbing, but the results are amazing. And I don't know exactly what my plan of action is here, because it's such a beautiful transfer. I'm thinking, I love the drama of the black and white, but it's called a paintable transfer. So once it's on there, essentially it's like a coloring book page, and I could really go crazy painting flowers. But what I might do is choose some of the largest ones and paint them out, and then leave some of the rest of the black and white detail. I keep saying black and white, but it's just going to show up black on this dried sage color on the dresser, on the paint, which I think is a beautiful background. A lot of rubbing, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Okay, I'm going to keep at this, and then I'm going to come back and show you the results when I'm ready to take the plastic off.